Hi, I'm Pam, and I'm going to give you a little introduction to the daily maintenance of our fish tank. As you can see, they're eager for food, so we'll get to that. The overview is we're going to look at the temperature, we're going to look for leaks, we're going to look at the test strip. Then we're going to deal with food and the chemicals for the plants, and a little bit of cleanup for skimming the water for any loose plants or floating food. So, temperature. The electronic thermometer readout is here in the end. And it reads 82.4 today. It's a little warm. 82 is our target. Okay, so the next thing is to check for leaks. That's down here. We want to know if any of the connectors are leaking. The filter is here. The heater is here. The UV we're going to connect in today, which did leak, and it's would be over here. So you'd look at the joints, you'd check whether there's any water on the floor, or in here. If the filter leaks, it leaks in here. So on our trip, we're going to keep all our supplies down here on this table. The test strips are here, easy test strips. The thing is full of, and you don't want to touch anything except the very end. Pull it out, put it in the tank for 1 second, get it all wet. Keep the water on it. So now we're going to go to the kitchen, and under the good light, it'll take us maybe 30 seconds, which is what it needs to develop. I'm going to cover this back up here. Oh, and I need this for looking at the colors. So here is the test strip chart. There's two charts, saltwater and freshwater. We want to look at the freshwater one. And I'm going to read it, the squares off right to left from the bottom to the top. So pH, the first one is orange. It looks like it's in between 6.2 and 6.8. That's what we want. The next one looks like the alkalinity is between 0 and 40. That's fine. The next one, the white one, is chlorine, and that only matters when you're measuring tap water. There should be no chlorine, and it's white, 0. The hardness, it looks like we're up here between soft and hard, which is okay. Nitrite is white, that's 0, that's fine. And our nitrate is pink between 0 and 20, which is also fine. If there had been a problem, it would probably be in the pH being incorrect or the nitrates being incorrect. To correct pH, we would add acid or alkaline buffer. To correct nitrates,
change the water.
We would change the water. It might mean there's too much food in there. Okay, next we're going to work on the food. First, we're going to do some frozen food. I'm going to take the automatic feeder off, and I'm going to take it apart so that it won't run and dump stuff not in the tank. And we've got the cup and the spoon, and the frozen food is in the kitchen. So in the freezer, we've got the fishy gumdrops. I could have dipped a little water out ahead of time, it doesn't matter. So we're going to get them out of here. I use my fingers to melt it a little bit so it'll release, because they're kind of hard to get out. Let's melt them up. So I'm going to get 2 gumdrops out of the thing. Okay. They're right in there. I'm going to put this back right away because you don't want this to melt.
Some of this is coming out a little blurry, but I think it'll be okay.
Okay. Okay, they're all ready and waiting. So we'll put that there, and let's wait a moment. The food is now melted, and they're all ready and waiting for it. So I'm going to get a spoonful. Whoa, that's a lot. I'm going to dump a little in there, dump a little in here. I'm going all around. Bring some back here. A little bit more over here. Okay guys, come on over. There's a lot over here. Maybe I should stand over here because that might attract them. I'm going to go in front of the camera. Okay guys. A little bit of action. So that's how that goes until we, if they kind of slow down and stop taking the food, I might not give the whole amount, but in the morning they usually will eat the whole thing. So next is the automatic feeder.
Go.
So here's I just did the bad thing. I must close the opening here so the food won't fall out. Now, I'm going to get it open. It's kind of hard to do. There we go, from the edge. It's about half full, half to 2/3 full is good. The food I'm going to put in is these tropical granules with the red cap and the picture of the discus. So I'm going to put a little bit in. And then I'm going to cover it back up. Whoops, it's upside down. And then we got to open the dispenser opening at 2 notches. Let's see, it can go. The detents on it is really hard to feel. 1, 2. So it's not very big. Goes on the left side. The left side is pushed back so it doesn't crush the air tube. And then I'm going to set this on here so the back of it is touching the black thing and the dumping hole is kind of over the middle here. And then it'll run at the given times. So on this automatic feeder, the button labeled Eheim, if you press it firmly and hard, it will do a rotation of the food. I'm not going to do that right now since they just ate, but the other thing I'm going to do is give some Cory tablets. That's these sinking wafers with the picture of a Cory and a loach on it. And I'm going to put 3 or 4 of them in the right side of the tank. They're just little things, 1/4 of an inch. I'm going to drop one, drop another one. Oh, the feeder's going. Guess it's time.
Demo of the feeder going.
Yeah. So the Cory tablets are going down the bottom. Little Corys will find them and eat them, and it will help their diet. Okay. The next thing that we do is the chemicals for the plant fertilizer. So we've got Easy Carbo in the big bottle. That's 6 milliliters every day. I shake it up. Oh, I'm sorry. First, I get a bucket of tank water, so it'll be well blended before I dump it in. Bucket of tank water. Then I'm going to pour off 6 milliliters.
I would just use the little squeegee.
All right, David prefers the squeegee. Lately, I've been preferring the little graduated cylinder, but
It's just
okay. 3. The squeegee is 3 milliliters. There's a line on it, right about there. So there's 6 of that, and I use the separate
pipettes or whatever.
Pipette dipper. I use a different one in each thing. So any day that you're here, you can do the Easy Carbo. The Flourish Comprehensive, which we keep in the refrigerator on the lower shelf of the door.
We can show putting it back maybe.
This should be done about twice a week. So this one is 5, 3, up to the same line, and then 2. The line is about there. This is a dark color. It has iron in it. I'm going to rinse this a little bit. I'm going to rinse it at the sink too. So it'll make your hands smell like they're handling coins. Okay, so now what I do is just lift this a little bit and dump it in the outflow of the, I won't move, in the outflow of the filter. You all can get a view of that?
Yeah, I guess.
And then I go rinse all these things off at the sink. You need to be super picky. Put a little water in that. Rinse out the pipettes with the fresh water. So I'm keeping the pipette that belongs with each bucket and the rubber band. Okay. So we'll put that back. This goes back in the refrigerator, right? And that's right down here. In that part. The final step is to see if there's any debris to skim off. And that's usually in this back corner. And in fact, there is a little bit of floating food that they didn't get, actually quite a bit. We might trim some of these plants. So I'm going to look and get some of that might fall down.
Do you think it would make sense to try to just remove that segment of the cover?
I don't usually. You can. I can slide the light forward and get this back corner.
Okay. Okay.
So they can't swim among all these plants, so some of the food floats in here, and that's not so good. So I'm looking for broken pieces of plant and any food particles. Rinse that down. So that's the coverage of the daily tasks to check up on the tank and the fish, and we thank you.